What's up, Math? It's your boy Laugh Man. Today is the first episode of Man Cave. We here with Murray. He over there, my boy Montay Murrell from Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out to J-Town. Unico Williams out there, aka Joe. Joe was out there from Monticello, out there, Indiana. We got my boy Tori T Rams Z765. He's up there in Indiana too, I think, right, man?
Yep.
Yeah, so we gonna kill it.
765.
Yeah, man. So we up here today is Man Cave. What is Man Cave? Man Cave is where men talk about issues, things going on in the world, things that affect us men. Today, things that affect black men, all kind of diverse and all kind of other men. But this is where we get our problems off, man. You know what I'm saying? Our personal issues, all of the issues we have, what's going on in the world, all those kind of things. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button if you're on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, any of the podcast, Anchor, all of that. Do all that with me.
All of them.
How y'all doing today?
Blessed. I woke up. I'm a happy camper.
I'm cooling.
Yeah, man. So this is the first. This is an epilogue. This is the beginning. We're gonna have a lot more guests, and a lot more people. It's gonna be a different design out here, so it's gonna look different. But today we have a subject. Today the subject is specifically with younger men in this social media age. Is approaching women, because I saw a topic. I saw a woman on Twitter, and I saw one on Facebook, so it got me thinking. She said she go out, she's looking good, she's beautiful, of course. She said men aren't approaching her anymore. She goes out, no matter where they at, men aren't approaching her. She wanted to know why. See the other one, men don't approach us anymore. It's not like it used to be when me and Montay was in college and all that stuff, and when Joe was out there in his prime doing his thing. Old Sage Joe giving some of their wisdom. So Old Sage Joe, what you think about this? What is the reason? What do you think? You're gonna be the first one. So what do you think is going on? Of course, my co-host, we love Joe, man. We love Unico. He the best in the world, man. He know what he's doing. But what do you think about this approachable? Have you noticed that among younger people, or even some people our age, that they don't know how to approach women?
Let's talk about dating period in general. Let's not talk about age. Let's just talk about it right now, 2021. Y'all know me. I'll be at the bar. I'll be at the party sometimes. I'll be out here. And when you approach women sometimes, you get one of two reactions. I expect for myself. Now, I like to consider myself a very handsome guy. You know, I like to consider that, and I think a lot of other people do. But here's the deal. A lot of girls, the first thing I'm either going to get hit is with, I have a man, because they in some kind of complicated situation. They dude is either somewhere in the corner somewhere, or one of their friends. Just a whole bunch of like mind games going inside a female's brain when you approach them. And so it's a whole bunch of different factors you don't even know about. So they'll say, oh, I got a man. And so maybe that's to play off somebody that you don't even know is even there. And then the other part of it is just, then you just got some standoffishness, like, and it's not even standoffishness. It's just like, bruh, don't nobody want to get in trouble for trying to holler at no girl. Don't nobody want to get, because let's talk about clout, because there's reverse clout. Reverse clout is when somebody puts you on the internet for hollering at them.
Yeah.
That's a problem that's going on nowadays. You go in somebody's DMs or something, because apparently that's just how you just got to shoot your shot. You try your best to shoot your shot in real life, but IRL, if you will, shout out to the Twitch homies. It's just a lot harder when you talk to them in real life, or if you talk to them on DM. Either way it goes, it can go against you. Like, oh, he tried to holler at me last week. Let's not forget. So when you try and talk to a girl and they don't want to talk to you, okay, cool, no problem, no big deal. So you try and talk to somebody else that person might know, and then that girl's gonna say, oh, he tried to talk to me last week. There's so many double-edged swords to being a gentleman and trying to holler at a girl. What I would say is the right way, the vintage way. Just, hey, hi, my name is such and such. What's your names? No disrespect. I think you're very beautiful, and I like to get to know you. Then sometimes you get the and then sometimes you get the best success I've had is people that have already heard about how cool of a person I am or how funny I am. You know what I'm saying? But the stranger thing where you just randomly go up to somebody, everybody has their wall up because there's so much going on. So dating is weird. And it's like you probably going to end up dating that one chick that works at your job more than likely. That's how it goes because they know who you are. So that's That's how it's looking to me. I try as you might, unless they already know you. That stranger, finding that stranger and just like dating them or trying to do something like that, man. That kind of stuff's kind of tough nowadays, man. So that's where I'm at with it.
Tora, what's your thoughts on the dating game and how are men afraid to approach women, or is women standoffish? As Unico said?
I think a lot of it has to do with social media. Like it's instilled that fear in people. No one wants to be that nigga that gets screenshotted and put up on the story. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be that dude that, oh, she turns you down and now she's gonna go tell her friend that you tried to holler at her. So now if you try and holler at her friend, it's like, oh, well, she told me that you was trying to get with her, and now what am I second fiddle? I've always been a volume shooter.
Come on, James Harden.
You shoot your shot, and if you miss everyone, there's 8 billion of them. If you miss all of them, I mean, get some money. Because then you ain't.
You think
then you won't miss.
You think money would solve an 8 billion miss?
8 billion misses. Hey, money's all. You can get you a Brittany Renner.
You need God. You need God.
Brittany Renner out there. She was out hunting on Instagram not too long ago. She was like, hide your sons. I saw that little IG pic she put up. She was like, hide your sons. We know they better be hiding their sons, especially if they playing college ball right now.
She's trying to go to Jackson State and get her a stallion. Yeah.
But I feel like social media has done a lot of it to like deter, because like the generation nowadays that came up with social media that have really like these kids that are 21 right now, 22 right now, that were born in 2000, you know what I mean, 2001, like the internet was already establishing itself. Like they grew up with social media. They grew up worrying about what the kids at school were going to post about them on Facebook or Instagram, or what somebody was going to say on Twitter. I feel like if anything, social media has made the man's confidence super low in this day and age. Like it's the one thing everyone's trying to avoid is that embarrassment of, oh, she shot me down, or oh, she wasn't feeling me. Where that's where I got lucky, because I don't care in the end. You can think what you want about me. Anybody knows me got something bad to say about me at some point in time, and I can't even fault them for it. So I feel like it's a lot of it's a confidence issue for real.
Damn, that's a whole nother episode right there in itself.
I was gonna say it's just
black confidence, black male confidence.
It's harder for, and to what Joe was saying, it's hard to close that gap of like just a random stranger you don't know trying to strike up a conversation. Like you ask somebody something at a grocery store, they might look at, especially in current times right now with just everything going on. I mean, you sort of can't blame them for not wanting to holler, because like I said, at the end of the day, ain't nobody trying to be embarrassed like that. Because it's one thing when it was back in the day, and if she turned you down, she might tell somebody at school, but now she turned you down, she done goddamn hit her 100,000 Twitter followers or 100,000 people on IG, and now you got, 20, 30,000 people clowning you in the comments?
Damn, who you shooting your shot at?
Shoot for the stars. Shoot for the stars. Hopefully you hit the moon.
Man, I hear my man hit that Saweetie before she got famous. Yo, but after this we gonna let Montay, then I'm gonna go, and then we're gonna have a group discussion what can we do and all that. So Montay, your thoughts on approaching women in 2021? We'll let the legend speak.
He needs to start with this legend stuff, but
yo,
I got
your name, but excuse you, miss.
I got two thoughts when it comes to that. One, I do think social media has a effect on why it might be more difficulty in the dating game, but not because people might be afraid of what they think. I think the development of social media has made it to where people don't really know how to interact with each other in person. Like, I think a lot of, we're so used to now, especially the generation coming up under us, like unlike you, me, Trevor, maybe the rest of us, the generation now is more used to Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, FaceTime, Twitter. We're so used to popping out a message and, seeing with people over a distance that we don't really know how to interact with a person just meeting somebody or just coming up to somebody, having a regular, direct, face-to-face conversation with somebody. And if you can't do that, it's going to be hard to, shoot a shot anywhere, because in order to really bond with somebody, you have to be with them in person. Like, you can't read emotions over text messages. You can't feel out the vibrations of their voice to know what the tone of what they're saying is somebody. And most of the generation coming up now don't really talk to nobody in person. We FaceTime a lot, or we pop messages to each other. We go to Messenger. We have so many ways of reaching somebody over our phone that we don't know how to carry on a conversation with somebody. Like, most people pop off the text now, hey, what you doing? I done seen WYD so many times. And so it's just like we struggle how to have a conversation with somebody to really get to know somebody first and foremost. So that'd be from maybe more of the men's state, but I think just period. It's most people don't really know how to have a conversation with somebody in person, at least. That's my thing for one. The other part I think that's the issue, to more answer the girl's question of why it might be more difficult to approach. I know myself, and probably with a lot of men, timing and opportunity is everything when it comes to like trying to shoot a shot. So to a woman, she has to really try to see how approachable is she. Because I know me, like, I'm big on body language. Like how is she, like, how she acting towards me, what her body is showing me towards me. Like, does she seem interested? Does she seem engaged? Who is she around? Like, if a girl's around one or two of a lot more of her friends, it's gonna be hard for us to just roll up to her and try to talk to her, because she's gonna be having friends that are gonna have an effect on her. It'll make us a little bit more nervous. Is she looking at me with that kind of look? Does she seem interested? Does she seem like she want me to go up and talk to her? Me and a bunch of men, we might try to second guess ourselves. Okay, is she really feeling me? Do I really think I might got a shot? Do I need to go over there? Like, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm overthinking it. How she looking at me? Does she give you that double look when you walk by? It could be does she touch on you a little bit when she's talking to you? Is she laughing a lot? Like, it's a lot of stuff. So if you make yourself approachable, like, look engaged, smile at them, like she said in her status, I think, but like, try to, even if you're around friends, cause I think the initial post that Trevor told she was out for her birthday. So, when a girl out for her birthday, she gonna have a lot of girlfriends. But if you want a dude to come up and talk to you, maybe, okay, let me go get a drink at the bar by myself. Give a dude an opportunity to come up to you and actually, like, be willing to talk to you or something. Like, gotta give him a chance, because if you just around your friends all night, or you close off in the corner,
like walking in front of a firing squad,
like, you gotta give them a chance to, like, actually go up and do it. Because the thing about it, like y'all saying, going up and talking to a complete stranger is like one of the hardest things to do in talking to a female. I done did it on a few times. It's hard. Like, just, you don't know them at all, especially now. We got to go by masks, so, like, I can't even see fullness of a girl's face, and I got to hope it's not a surprise under the mask. I won't look half the time, because, I work in retail a lot, so I'm seeing people regularly. It's like, okay, you got pretty eyes, but I'd have been fooled a couple times. So, like, I got to hope that, it's like what I'm saying. So just, I think it's a struggle of learning how to actually have conversations and, like, really getting to know a person or what to say, combined with, like, reading body language and the timing and getting the right opportunity. And then just, I think, comes down to, like, with social media and stuff, all of us don't really know how to handle rejection the way we used to. Like, I know when we out there shooting shots like Kobe, you gonna get rejected. You're like, okay, cool, get rejected, cool. Another one over there, I'm just finna go holler at her, it cool, whatever. But nowadays,
Trey Will Smith, Fresh Prince style.
Yeah,
next table in the cafeteria.
No, if you ain't used to having rejection, you don't take them chances. It's a little more difficult out here in these streets. That's my thoughts.
Yeah,
good thought.
Yeah, Montay, me and him used to go to college. I knew everybody. I talked to every soul that walked through that campus. I promise. Montay, by the way, we got a
homemade. What you said?
Yo, we have
homemade.
Hey, old Sage. We ain't calling that now. Hey, Montay, Eric, I had the whole campus just yelling post. He said strangers were yelling post to him. That's how much I talk to people. like people would know me. Like, oh, that's that dude posted. Trevor used to talk to. He was like, oh, that's Pose. Some random white dude just come see him. Like, what?
Yep. Random people. Yeah. I'm like,
and that's because that's my thing. I used to go to the hallway and do a post that he hated me, but then I ended up now we best friends, so it's lit. But he gonna have to be on one of the episodes too. But yeah, my question to the question now is, first off, if you're worried about rejection to a stranger, how is your conversating skills to what Montay said? Every time you talk to a girl, is it always the same that everybody else can you even have a conversation? Is it always what you doing, WYD? if you text in a message. It's always you walk up to them, ask them what's your favorite color. Because Joe, you know Bree was on here. Bree said she tired of having that conversation. Remember when she was on purpose? She was like, I'm tired of having people ask me what my favorite color is. Do you have the skills to be able to have a complex conversation about? I was talking to a friend and I was talking about nails. I have no clue about nails. But I'm like, oh, this sounds interesting. Let's talk about it. But I feel like most, specifically younger kids or people that's on the internet, even people our age, they can't have a conversation about that. They'd be like, oh, I don't know nothing about this. Let me just shut down. Instead of, you don't have the basic conversation skills to be able to navigate, even if you said don't care about it or don't know nothing about it. You don't have the basic navigation skills to be like, and that makes you nervous because you know you don't have it. That's a weakness. Like, think of it like a game. Like, if I'm a quarterback, okay, do I got a strong arm? Maybe not. I'm gonna have to adapt. But the adapting also creates a weakness. So I know, okay, I'm going to only be able to approach you if I know you already like me, or I already have a lack of confidence because I know I don't have the skills to keep up with any conversation you have. Also, to the point that y'all was saying was that body language is tough. If she look like she don't want to be bothered, or
Man,
even if her body language ain't, if she got a friend that look like she ain't going,
yeah,
it's rough.
You know, she could be looking like the nicest girl ever. She smile at you. Because even in the comment, Montay said, she said she was smiling at dude, they smile back. Were you with your friend? How your friend looking? If your friend look like
one stank eye roll ruin everything.
Yo, I'm looking at the girl, she looking at me, I'm like, okay, she done. Her friend look like I'm finna bite his head off if he come over here.
Yeah.
I'm like,
boy.
Next.
Her friend like she gonna bite my head off. Like, I see you looking at my friend. Come over here. Okay. Now sometimes she fine enough. If you know what you're doing, you can risk it. But
say,
gotta be willing to roll the dice.
But
I mean, it's like we predators, and I'm a lion. Am I gonna go after the deer that's in the middle of the pack, or am I gonna go after the one that's over on the lake by itself?
Yeah.
So.
I want the most closest one that look like Beyonce. I want her. Where's she at? Is she in the back?
You gotta get past the linebackers.
Get right past them. Hey girl, how you doing, girl? Look at you. You look so good.
Hey,
they gonna block her right there. Like,
yo, that just reminded me of that funny video.
Oh yeah.
Like, hello, my beautiful. Hey, my beautiful black sister, queen. I love you. Can you tap that white girl?
That's my book. See, that was the play out of my book.
That was a classic. That was the most classic scene I've seen in a lot of.
He hit up with all them superb. She was like,
classic VHS scene.
Can you? And sometimes you gotta do that with the friend. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
hey, Queen, how you doing? You good?
Why don't you introduce me to your homegirl?
I see you over there doing your thing tonight, girl. What your friend name is right there?
Now
my boy name over there. His name's El May.
And people
going over there.
That wingman.
Yeah. And then sometimes you gotta hit with that. Like, hey, bro, can you take one for me and just talk to them?
That wingman, bro.
Wingman.
Yo,
grenade catcher.
Yo, bro, because you really needed that dude to like distract a friend from trying to eat your head off. So you literally like, hey, can you take one with the team? Dog? Just sit down and talk to the friend.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do that.
Really. Down 10 minutes, bro.
Let me get that friend. You gotta have that friend that don't have to take one for the team mentality. I came to do this today. It didn't matter who it is. This ain't no take one for the team, man. I got some homies like that, dog. I came here for a good time.
Those were a good time, not a long time. Might as well make the most of the time.
I'm not, bump that team stuff. I came here to score.
I came to take one for me. I ain't doing for no team. I'm taking mine.
Now, if that worked out in your favor, dap me up, my dog.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't,
don't hate.
What about you?
But yeah,
you know, if you that's the next episode, man. Cave. Do you got real friends?
That's a good one.
Yo,
you got real friends.
Yo, me and Joe
just kind of just worked out that way.
Yo, me and Joe.
Do you have friends or do you have acquaintances?
Yo, Tori, Montay, me and Joe had a difficult one. We did the one about that was actually one of our that's our most popular podcast. What happened when your friend get an allegation? That's like 300 views, dog.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Oh, like if you good friends with my man, what's my man that got killed that had that sex island?
Epstein.
Epstein. And you his boy, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, we had that.
like in that context.
Yeah, it was It's a
We
guy,
had that
In
conversation.
that exact
It-
context,
no,
you gotta
it was-
break ties.
yeah, it was lesser than that. It was a guy who was like flirting
Okay,
with
my bad. I went to
heavily.
extreme.
Yeah, it was a guy named Heavenly Controller who was like harassing
I
women.
remember
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
heavenly controller.
So he was harassing women, talking about I'm heavily controller, blah blah blah, and he put his friend on the phone. And he like, what you telling me for, dog? I don't have nothing to do with this. And then he took up for his boy, and I was like, where's the line of you taking up for your friend and being like, we gotta. And it's a tough line, but you gotta, if you're your friend, you gotta let.
That's a fine line.
Yeah, so you gotta play with it, but we could go over that again with a whole group of people because I think it'd be a good discussion. But
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
that's
a
tough.
good one.
How deep, how close are we as friends? I think we can talk
I
about
was
that.
gonna say that
Kanye and
depends on a
Jay-Z
lot
for
too.
sure. Where
Yeah,
did
that's
Jay-Z
smart.
decide that I got to cut ties in a sense? We could text, but that whole
hitting the club selfies, we might have to miss me with that for a little
you
bit.
can't do it for a second, bro. But I still
Yeah.
love you.
I mean, that's a fine line because it, like he said, it
Or do I
comes down
vilify
to a lot of different factors in that. Like how long have you known him? How well do you know him? What have
Yeah.
you? Because I got homies that we done been through some shit, and like.
But I went platinum singing a song saying my big brother was big brother. That's
Yeah.
I went platinum. Like one of the greatest things that ever happened to me was us being good friends like this. And now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do. So that's where I'm at with this episode with the girls. Y'all got anything else? I mean, we could be talking for hours, but
Yeah.
you know what? That's what content is.
Yeah.
We got content. We gonna
Content
keep
for
talking.
days.
But by the way,
Let's go.
yeah, I want to thank y'all for being here. Montay, Tori, anything y'all want to plug right now for y'all shows?
Man,
Follow me on Twitter.
So Montay,
Check the Afro Comedy 765. Follow me on Twitter.
Yeah. All
You already know.
this stuff will be in the description. Montay, anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I am a member of the Broke Ugly Dudes podcast as well, where we are all social media platforms where we'll give you our opinion from a broke ugly dude's point of view. You know, even though we ain't all just, that bad. But we know how it be sometimes. But if you want some laughs, you want some realness, you want some honesty, we got men and women, different kinds of opinions. We talk about everything from all kinds of relationship questions to what's startups and sports. So you want to hear something, you trying to relax, get some laughs, get some realness, just like on this podcast, come chill with us. Remember, it's Broke Ugly Dudes or the Buzz Podcast. You can catch us on all social media platforms, all listening platforms. Come hang with the Buzz.
Let's go. Unico, you got anything to plug? Like our merch?
Man, nah, man, fuck that merch.
I'm finna tell
Don't buy no coffee mugs with my name on it, with my likeness on it.
Joe,
Don't go watch no movies with my likeness in it.
Yo,
I'm not Scorpion King 3.
yo,
Do not. I didn't write that. Buy all Zell Theory stuff. Buy that. Definitely buy that stuff. But don't buy nothing with my face or my likeness or my image because I'm still working with that with the NCAA.
got a Neil contract? You got a Neil contract there?
I got a lot of different contracts right
Just a
now.
little
Shut
something,
up.
just a little something, baby.
I got a Twitch project right now. We're working on a commercial.
Yeah, by the way, follow Joe.
That's
Follow
unskippable.
Unico on Twitch. By the way, he got Twitch, so we're gonna put that in there too. So follow him. He's not gonna read your chat.
_Williams.
He is not gonna read your
Yeah,
chat
don't
at
play
all.
30 man a sub.
Yeah. He is not gonna read your chat, dog. I'm telling you, you will be.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am gonna read the chat.
See, that's a deal breaker. You can't be not reading chats.
I am gonna read the chat. Just like so, I want y'all to know. Also, when it comes to streamers right now, I have officially been called out on Tasha's Barefoot Tasha's Sensei CJ Sensei. He's called me out. Shimmy Sheem has called me out. I'm his homie. We're best friends for life. I gave him a Prime subscription on accident, and then I just been, I'm just pretty popular in the chat section of Twitch. Man, bye, man. I'm done with y'all.
Y'all, I want to tell y'all to keep stomping alphas. Why? Because we in the man cave, baby. In the man cave, anything goes. We talk about whatever, man. We break down the barriers that the world has put on us, and we winning. And then once we win, you know what? All us gonna win. When one of us win, we all gonna win, and something amazing gonna happen.
Thanks.
Peace.
Yep.